Hello, in this video I will show you how to remove and maybe replace the steering knuckle on Audi A4 B7. You might want to remove the steering knuckle if you want to remove those control arms because of that stuck bolt that it can be sometimes. Or you just want to replace the steering knuckle, so I'll show you how to remove it and then put it back on. To remove the steering knuckle, first we're going to remove this tie rod end, which is held by two bolts, one on the side and one on top. We also need to remove the bolt for this control arm. We need to remove the twist rod, we need to remove the bolt for the shock absorber, and also the rear bolt on the control arm, which is right there. We also need to remove the three bolts that are holding the shock absorber on top. Their bolts are located, one of them is there, three bolts, one of them is there, and the other two are behind underneath this plastic cover. That's the plastic cover removed. Now I'm going to show you the other two bolts. So that's one bolt right there, and the other bolt is behind this cap. And that's the bolt in there. We will remove those three bolts last. Now I'll show you the bolts on the other side if you want to replace that on the other side. For that bolt you need to remove the coolant tank. It's held by one screw and then you pull it up. And that's the second bolt, and the third bolt is just behind the cap. That's the location of the third bolt right there. First, we'll start by removing the two bolts holding the tie rod end. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. In the description of the video, you'll find links that I recommend for doing jobs like this. The top bolt is removed. Now that's the nut for the lower bolt removed. Now I'm going to take out the bolt by hammering it out. That's the bolt removed. That's what the bolt looks like, the head of the bolt. Now I'm going to hammer out the tie rod end. Now, before removing the steering knuckle, first I need to remove the brake caliper along with the brake caliper support, and also I need to remove the brake disc and remove the CV joint from the wheel hub. I also need to remove this bolt for the rear control arm along with this bolt that I already showed. First we remove the brake caliper along with the brake caliper support and the brake disc. We also need to remove the connector for the brake pad wear sensor and also for the ABS sensor. Now I'll show you the ABS sensor and the cable for it. This is the ABS sensor, and the connector for the ABS sensor is just on top. Now I'll show it to you where it is. It's located right there into that hole. You need to pull it out the plastic cover and then disconnect the electrical connector. Next I'm going to remove the two bolts holding the brake caliper support. That's the brake caliper along with the support out. Now I'm going to hang it on an elastic rope. Now I'm going to remove the brake disc, and next I'm going to remove the bolt holding the CV joint. This is the socket that I'm using, it's Allen key HW17. Next I'm going to remove the bolt that's connecting the twist rod and the stabilizer link. Next I'm going to remove that bolt for the rear control arm. That's the rear bolt for the rear control arm removed. Now I'm going to bring forward the whole steering knuckle, and I'm going to take out the CV axle, and I'm going to hang the CV axle onto an elastic rope. Next I need to remove the bolts holding this control arm. I need to remove the rear bolt right there, and I also need to remove the bolt for the shock absorber. That's the rear bolt for the control arm removed. Now the only thing left to remove is the 3 bolts on top of the shock absorber. Before I remove those 3 bolts, first I'm going to put my transmission jack underneath the whole steering knuckle, and so that it holds it while I remove those bolts. To remove those bolts, it's a size 16 socket. That's the 3 bolts removed. Make sure you have somebody underneath holding the whole steering knuckle when you remove those bolts, so that it doesn't fall on the ground. And now we can lower the transmission jack, and the whole steering knuckle along with the shock absorber and everything will come down, and then you can put it on the ground. Once the steering knuckle is on the ground, now you can replace the upper control arms, you can replace the shock absorber or anything else you want, and then you can put it back on. Next I'm going to put on the shock absorber and the steering knuckle back on the car. First I'm going to put on the shock and put on the 3 top bolts and tighten them, and then I'm going to put on the steering knuckle. That's the 3 bolts on. Now I'm going to tighten them, and next I'm going to put on the steering knuckle. When putting on the steering knuckle, make sure you put one of the bolts for the control arm that's on the rear. Then you put a transmission jack underneath and just lift up the knuckle with the transmission jack, and then now you can put on the two upper control arms into the steering knuckle and then put the bolt on. That's the 2 upper control arms into the steering knuckle. I'm going to put on the bolt now, and I'm going to put on the nut and tighten it. Next, I'm going to lift up the suspension with the transmission jack, and I'm going to tighten the 2 upper control arms that are on the rear. On the bottom I also need to tighten the rear bolts of the 2 control arms and also the bolt on the shock absorber. I also need to tighten them while the suspension is lifted up. Once all those bolts are tightened, then I can assemble everything else in the reverse order. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.